That's right, Never Again by my buddy Heather Harper right here on Tunesday Tuesday. You have found episode number 61. Can you believe that? 61 live shows here on Tuesday Tuesday, brought to you by the Boston Chris Show. And tonight we are featuring my buddy, singer-songwriter Heather Nikole Harper from the Tyler, Texas area. Let me tell you a little bit more about her. Award-winning artist Heather Nikole Harper is a multi-genre singer, songwriter, musician, and recording artist who also performs a variety of cover songs, bringing joy to every stage she steps on. With a knack for crafting real lyrics and a pop-up, that's cool. Real lyrics and feel-good tunes, Heather's sound blends southern rock, blues, pop, and country, capturing the heart of her East Texas roots. Known as one of the hardest-working women in Texas music, I've been saying that for years, Heather has built a name for herself while balancing life as a wife and mom of three, with one on the way, we just learned, and performing across the region and the country. Her music has earned her multiple nominations, accolades, and placements in TV and film. In 2022, she won Female Artist of the Year at the Josie Music Awards, held at the Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville. In 2025, her duo, Drifted Harmony, won Song of the Year for Dead Man Running at the Josies, and that were also held at the Grand Ole Opry House. As a solo artist and as part of the award-winning duo Drifted Harmony, Heather continues to connect with audiences through her live shows and heartfelt songwriting. Her single Shouldn't Have Fallen found placement in an indie film, while Turn It Up became the official tune for the City of Tyler's Visitation Center. Her song This Soldier also received 3 nominations at the 2024 Josie Music Awards. And guys, we are so super excited to chat once again for the second time on this show, and like 3 or 4 times overall through all of the different podcasts and things that I've done. Here is my buddy, Heather Nikole Harper, right here, episode 61. Let's get into it with Heather. Anyway, Heather, how are
Huh.
you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. So Heather and I ran into each other literally the other day, which is funny because I'm hardly ever in Tyler except when I deliver food in Tyler sometimes. But that's the first time I really shopped in Tyler in forever. So it was good to see you.
I know. I was like, holy cow, what are the odds, right?
Yeah, really, truly, and I think the last time we saw each other was at the last East Texas Music Awards, which was a really really long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
All right, so I gotta say before we even get into the music, congratulations on the new baby again.
Yay, thank you. I know we're finally having a
I
girl and a big
know.
boy.
That's got to be exciting, right? So who's
We
more
love our
excited,
boys
you or
though, but we're
Jake?
excited for a girl.
Who's more excited for
Do
the
what?
girl, you or Jake?
I think Jake is.
I imagine so. Yeah. So this will be what, number 4?
Yes, and our last one.
Yeah, she threw that in there quick. She's like, "Yo, this is it. The factory is
This is
down."
it.
Yeah, I
We got our
understand.
girl. We're done.
I understand. See, it was the opposite for us when we had 2 girls, and then the third was a boy, and we had been trying, and it wasn't working for whatever reason. And then when she went to schedule the appointment for having for her tubal, she found out she was pregnant with my son.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's pretty
I know this one
badass,
was a surprise too. I feel like it's always the surprises that you finally get, what you've been hoping to try for,
isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy how that works, right?
It's crazy how it works.
So I was reading from your website as part of our intro. And Big
Hmm.
E Stever, hello, hello, Chris, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I was reading your bio, and known as one of the hardest working women in Texas music is on there. I have been saying that about you for years and years and years and years. Even with all this family stuff you have going on, you're still popping off out there, just being
Hmm.
live and getting your name into different circles like the Josies and other avenues as well. You really really hit the pavement, and so talk a little bit about the balance of that being an artist, a songwriter, but also a mother and a wife too. Balancing those two sides of your life.
That's actually a question that I get all the time, and I really don't have an answer for it. I just tell people I just do it. But I mean, I guess the best way I can kind of describe it is it's definitely difficult in the beginning when you're starting off because you're trying to find that balance. But I feel like once you get going, you do find it, and you just gotta make time for family and make time for your career. And I feel like doing this every weekend allows me to still have time with my family versus having like a 40-hour work week job because I'm still able to go be involved with the school, be involved with my kids during the week, even during the day on the weekends if I have a nightly gig, because by the evening time, they're older, they're going to be doing their own thing or going to bed. So, I feel like you do find that balance. Sometimes it's still hard. It's still hard, especially when you have like 4 or 5 shows a week.
Yeah.
But it's nice when you have that break and you make sure you give yourself a break too, which I know I've got one coming up for maternity leave, but but that one I have to do. But yeah, like even before that, I would just make sure to maybe have one show and then have that Friday off, which is rare, but it's nice to have it when you do have that.
So you talked about finding a break too. Are you able to find time for yourself? Right, you got to have Heather time, that alone time. That I call it inflection almost. Right, like are you finding time for that as well? Because it's so important. I think.
Oh yeah. I feel like since this is my full-time career, this is the only thing I do besides, be a wife and a mother is sing. I give myself time during the day when the kids are at school to just relax and, just decompress and, do what I need to do around the house, or even if that just means laying down and relaxing for a day, I do make sure that I find time for that. And I think that is definitely helpful to make time for yourself too, yes.
Yeah, I think it's so important, right? Because like if you get burned out in any of those things, it's gonna hurt other people too, not just yourself. So, like you got to find time for that inner self, right? Like I feel like we always put ourselves last, right?
Yep, we do.
Yeah. So talk a little bit
That's
about
definitely true.
like choosing genres, because this is one thing I've always respected about you over the years is kind of going from one genre to the next, whether it's pop, country, a little bit of rock edge sometimes from you.
Mhm.
How does that look in the writing room for you? Are you writing for a genre, or is the song just kind of telling you where to go with it?
It's the song that I write that kind of tells me where to go with it. I don't necessarily sit down and be like, okay, I'm gonna write a pop song today because it might end up coming out country. I usually like my songwriting process, I'll have like a melody or words in a melody just start going into my head. I'm like, ooh, I better record this real quick or write it down. And then I don't ever think of the genre until the end, until I'm done. And you never know. It's why I like being multi-genre. I never know what's going to hit me. And, I grew up with bluegrass and gospel and country and also classic rock with my dad. And I think that's what made me swing to want to loving all genres of music because I love all kinds of music and I don't feel like settling for one is just me,
Yeah. Hmm.
and I know that a lot of people can probably say that, but I love all kinds of music and that way I don't get bored, because I get bored pretty quick.
Sure. Yeah.
So I feel like I would get bored doing one genre. I
Well,
love
I
it
got
all.
I got
So,
to tell you, Heather, that Mama is requesting a Nikole and Mama Day in chat. So you might want to take care of that because you got to keep Mom happy, right? So that's number one. I got to tell you that. Yeah, being what my wife calls polyjammeric, right? Like having multiple genres, multiple things you like to listen
I
to.
like that term.
Yeah, a lot of people like it too. Like it's almost like being musically bipolar, right? Like you just can't settle on one thing. And if you listen to a lot of different things, then obviously you're going to be influenced and inspired by different things. And why should you, as an indie artist, put a block on that? It doesn't make any sense, right? So you might as well just allow that to go through. Do you find like your audience really resonate with that when you're out playing live as well, just having this really huge variety of music that you put out?
Oh, yes. I've gotten many different comments over the years. I've gotten I'm a human jukebox. I've gotten, oh my gosh, I love you so much. You're playing everything. I'm tired of all these same genre people. I've actually gotten, I'm not going to mention the genre because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because, I'm even though I'm multi-genre, it's still
I'll
would have,
mention it. It's
it's
country
I'm in
music.
there
We're in
too.
Texas. It's
But
country music. I don't mind
okay,
mentioning it.
you said it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say you said it. But yeah, I mean, they said it, not me. And like I love that you're playing it, because you never know when one person likes country and then this one over here likes pop, and you're fulfilling everyone in the room, and they're going to stick around because they're like, well, what's next? So you never know who you are, playing for.
Well, Heather, you know this. I've told you this before, but I want to update it too, just so you know that I still recognize it. I feel like you're a unicorn here in East Texas. I've always said that. I think you're not going to say it, but country music is live or die here in the state. It's not just East Texas; it's the entire state, really, the whole southern United States. Let's keep it real. And Heather is that unicorn, that person that's doing more than that. That pop artist, that edgy artist, the one that's not just sticking to country. You dabble, you put your toe into the country waters every once in a while. But I love that you're
Yeah.
fearless in going out, playing live music, not being or allowing yourself to be stereotyped as a country only artist in the face of all that, right? That's what everybody around here wants to hear. So I've always had so much respect for you for that.
Well, thank you.
Of course, of course. And I mean, obviously you're getting booked, so it's working. So that's always a plus. I've always said you're one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. Like you find venues before other people too. I don't know how you do it. I do know how you do it, but it's the hustle. You got to hustle, and you have to be thinking about it constantly. Thinking outside the box is important. I know that you do everything yourself, the booking, the money, everything. So just super, just a lot of respect for you. I've always respected you. I think you're the unicorn around here. But let's talk about the songs, that the reason why we're here. And it's funny, we
Mhm.
talk about dabbling her toe into the water of country music. The new single is kind of that way. It's the Cowboys way. Talk
Yeah.
about this song.
Well, I wrote this song. Actually, I started writing this song a few years ago. I know my mom and I have a different version we're working on of this song, but this one was my version. Um, I just feel like, the way things have just grown since that century, things have just changed over time, and people have just kind of forgotten our history and like of the way the Western era used to be with the cowboys and the cowgirls and all of that. And people, I think it's just kind of really like you forget where you come from if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like where what the meaning really is behind the song.
Yeah. So is this one of those examples where you're writing and the song just kind of tells you this is a country and western song? Let's take this one back to the
Exactly.
1800s.
You can't, I'm sorry, but I mean, you can, but to me, in my mind, writing that song, I was like, I just couldn't see it any other way. And so I was like, well, it's time to do another country song,
Man, I'll
back
keep
to
it
the
real.
roots
Like
there
if
a
I
little
was a
bit.
songwriter, I'm not. I'm not. I wish I could do that. But if I was, I'd be like looking at it like, are you sure? Like, because like I've seen the shouldn't have fallen songs and like the other more poppy kind of songs that you have, and then hearing this one, I love it because it's kind of outside your comfort zone, really, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So how do you connect
it
to it
is.
musically? Like knowing that you wrote this song and it's so different from what you've normally done.
I think it's because back to my roots, I grew up with that kind of music. I'm familiar with it. So it was really easy to go and make this song and record it, versus what I like going outside of the box to go do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was pretty easy to make it, and no brainer really. And I was like, I just hope people like it. You hope everyone likes every song you put out, of course,
Sure,
as an
yeah.
artist. But it's like each one, you're like, everybody, do you like it?
All right, guys. So we're gonna show you all the art of the segue here, real quick. Okay, so we're gonna segue from her song to the other song that she's picked this week. But in between, I got to talk about the fact that her duo, which is with Renee, of course,
hmm
has won a Josie Award this year. This is not your first win there. I think it's her first win
Yeah.
though, if I'm remembering
Yes,
correctly.
yes.
But you guys won Song of the Year for Dead Man Running, which was featured and I think premiered on this show, if I remember correctly.
Before we went to Nashville.
That's
Yes,
right.
it was.
So congratulations on that. That's a huge
Thank you.
accomplishment. The biggest indie awards in the world at the Grand Ole Opry. So that was. I know that you and Riley have kind of a relationship where like older sister, younger sister. So what was that like showing her the ropes around that? Because you'd done that before, and that was her first time.
Um, well, you know what's funny? You say the sister thing. People ask us if we're sisters all the time. I
Yeah, I
think
can
it's
see it.
hilarious. I mean, we even finish each other's sentences, and we are both only children, believe
It's
it or
better than
not. We have a
finishing
lot in
each other's
common than we thought.
sandwiches. Just so we're clear, it's better than finishing each other's sandwiches.
I mean, it's crazy how we met, by fate, and it's a blessing, and I'm thankful for it every single day. She's an awesome person, and it's not every day you meet someone in the music business because you'll find a lot of ungrateful people,
It's
stuck-up
true.
people, and I mean,
Yeah.
there's good people out there, and it's just tough because a lot of us have to put up a wall with some people, because you just don't know, and it's a big trust thing. But she's an awesome person. Back to her, she's an awesome person, and to answer your question on that, she's just feeling surreal about everything and just taking it all in because it's moving so quickly for both of us, really. Because like when we started Drifted Harmony, we were not expecting to take off like we did, and people have just been coming left and right wanting to book us. And we won that award. We were nominated in less than 6 months of being together with
Yeah.
that song. It was our first song we wrote together, and I don't know. It's just been a crazy year together.
Yep. And it's
So
awesome
yeah.
to see because like, Heather does her own thing and Renee does her own thing and then you guys come together
Yeah.
for
Hmm.
awesomeness as well. And so I was talking about the art of the segue. Watch this. So Heather's pick of the week this week is from Renee, who has her own band
Yes.
called Renee and the Strays, and Renee just released a debut single from Renee and the Strays, which is called Rufus. And so, out of all the songs in the world, why did you pick this one to feature this week, Heather?
Well, not only is she also a great songwriter, this is her very first song for her solo career to have released, and it's been stuck in my head even before she recorded it and released
It's
it.
an earworm, for
And
sure, yes.
yeah, and I just love the song, and it's about the Where's Rufus or the Rufus Bar in Tyler, and it's just a fun, chill song.
Yeah.
And she did a really good job on it. Her band and her did a really good job on it.
And she is already booked solid, too. Like, she has learned that from
Yeah,
you, I
we
think. She is also very, very busy and is also balancing, family and music as well. And honestly, she could not learn from a better person than you. I'm so freaking. It's so good to always catch up with you, Heather, and I appreciate you coming on. You always have a home here to come back to, and anytime you want to chat, you got new releases, just let me know, man.
I sure will. Thank you for
And
having me.
I got to tell y'all, Renee is going to be on the show soon-ish. We haven't settled on a date yet, but it's going to happen. She's going to be on here by herself as well. So
Yay!
you guys are going to hear the song, and then in probably less than a month or two, she'll be on here to chat as well. So looking forward to that. And let's get into the music. Heather, thank you so much. Congratulations again on the baby, and finally a girl. I'm so happy for y'all.
Thank you. We are too.
All right, you have a great holiday, and I'll catch you later.
Okay,
All right.
y'all as well.
Yep, we're gonna get into the music,
Bye.
guys. We're super excited to feature Heather's brand new single that we were just talking about. It is called "The Cowboy's Way." We just chatted about the song. You're gonna see if you're a Heather Harper fan just what I mean by how different sounding this is from all the stuff she's done before, and that makes her a dynamic artist, in my opinion. Here it is, Heather Nikole Harper, "The Cowboy's Way." All right, The Cowboys Way by Heather Nikole Harper, the brand new single from my buddy Heather, and her pick of the week, Renee and the Strays, Rufus.
Let's do it. Hey, I know a place that smells old and familiar. Exchange your dollar to play some pool. There's karaoke every Friday night, and Ariel Bells, Paramore just right, and Jimmy the hometown creep sits on the same bar stool. Let's go one more round, meet me on that side of town when you walk through the door and everyone knows your name. And I know there's more to life than drinking to your troubles and strife. It seems to make all things easier, even when it's just a part. Man, I love, hate this bar. Well, George gets his whiskey neat. He always had eyes for me. Lenny that works at Denny's, he don't make me pay a penny. And then there was Timothy. He almost got down on one knee. I'd have said yes, but he already asked Denise. Let's go one more round, meet me on that side of town when you walk through the door and everyone knows your name. And I know there's more to life than drinking to your troubles and strife. It seems to make all things easier, even when it feels so hard. Man, I love, hate this bar. Sometimes it feels like birds in a dirty ashtray in this rundown bar in the middle of Broadway. And other nights it feels like you're miles away, and that's all it takes to go. One more round, meet me on that side of town when you walk through the door and everyone knows your name. And I know there's more to life than drinking to your troubles and strife. It seems to make all things easier, even when it's just a part. And I love, hate this bar. Man, I love this bar.
Yeah, Where's Rufus is a good bar. First of all, it's very, very nice there. I appreciate it. Man, what a great song from Renee and the Strays. It's called Rufus, and we're so excited to have Renee here on the show. very, very shortly. Hopefully within the next month or so. I think I do have some booking that I have to do for that shortly. So Renee, if you're still here watching, we will be reaching out to you very shortly. I want to thank once again Miss Heather Nikole Harper for hanging out with me tonight here on episode 61. I want to share where you guys can follow along with everything she has going on. The website is heatherharpermusic.com. And you can go there and find all of her music. Her tour dates are going to be there. Her bio, she's got an EPK there as well. And you can also follow along on her social medias. Her Facebook is at Heather Nikole Harper. Nikole is spelled with a K. Let's see, her Instagram is at Heather Nikole Harper. Her TikTok, I don't believe she has an @ for that. And her YouTube is also Heather Nikole Harper. So follow along everywhere she has stuff going on. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight to episode 61. And we will be live again in about 2 hours with James Robert Webb, and we will be playing his brand new Christmas single. It is the Christmas season, and we have been showing at least one Christmas single every single week. If you are watching live on Twitch and Facebook, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. And also, thank you in the future if you're watching on your favorite or listening on your favorite podcasting platform or on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. You guys can follow along on at the Boston Chris Show. We are live every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central. Hope to see you guys in the chat in the future. And I'll see you guys that are live in about 90 minutes with James Robert Webb. Y'all have a great rest of your night.